Welcome to TechieShare. In this video, we are going to implement queue using doubly linked list. Before dive into the concept, if you are yet to subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel first. Let's dive into the concept. Why I am choosing doubly linked list for this implementation? Compared to normal queue implementation, here there is no memory restriction. The doubly linked list has dynamic memory allocation, and also here there is no shift down operation requires while performing dequeuing functionality. And also we can say it as in using doubly linked list for this implementation, the dequeue time complexity will be big O notation of 1. For implementing enqueue functionality, we simply add the data to your doubly linked list. For performing dequeue functionality, you simply remove the first element from your doubly linked list. For getting the front and rear value from your queue, you can simply get the first element from your doubly linked list will be the front value of your queue. Likewise, for getting the last element from your doubly linked list will be the rear element of your queue. Let's we implement this queue using doubly linked list. For implementing queue using doubly linked list, the first step you have to create one doubly linked list in your queue using DLL class. So I am just declaring one doubly linked list in my class. Next, I am going to initialize this doubly linked list into my default constructor, so that I am just creating one default constructor. In this, I am just define my doubly linked list here. Now, I am going to declare what are the methods I am going to implement in this video using doubly linked list. For that, I am just declare as of now the methods. What are the methods I am going to implement? So the first method will be enqueue method. I am going to insert the data using enqueue method. Afterwards, I am simply taking out the data from my queue using dequeue method. Afterwards, I am just define the front. I am just getting the value using front method as well as rear method. Afterwards, I am simply verifying whether my queue is empty or not. For that purpose, I am just define one method called as isEmpty. And the final method will be I'm just get the size of my current queue, so that I'm just creating one method called as size of. That's it. Now I'm going to define my enqueue method. So what you have to do, you simply add the data to your doubly linked list. So using add method, I'm simply add the data to my doubly linked list. That's it. So for informing the user purpose, I'm just define one sysout statement here. So what we have to do, we have already done this one in our queue implementation. So enqueued into queue, so simply the data space enqueued into the queue. That's it for user understanding purpose. That's it. I'm going to implement the front method. So the front method nothing but you simply get the first element of your doubly linked list. So using get method of your doubly linked list, you can get the specific index value. So I'm simply pass the index value will be 0, because 0 is the front element of your doubly linked list. So using list.get of 0 will return the front element of your queue. That's it. The next method I'm going to implement will be dequeue. So the dequeue method nothing but here you have to remove the data from your queue. The first element, you have to remove the first element. So the first step what you have to do, you simply get the first element using front method. So we can get the value of first element using front method, right? Now I am going to remove the data for this index. So actually the dequeue method doesn't has any parameter, right? So there was a typo error, so I'm just removing the content. The next step, I have to remove the first index data from my doubly linked list. This is what the dequeue functionality will be, right? So I'm simply remove the data from my list using the index 0th index. That's it. Now the next step, I am simply informing the user the particular data was removed from the queue, so that it's just I'm creating one sysout statement here. That's it. So dequeued from the queue. That's it. Data equal to, that's it. So the user now understand the particular data was removed from the queue. That's it. So the next method will be I am going to implement the size of method. So How could we get the size of your queue? You simply return the size of your list. So using size method of my list, I am simply return the value of my current queue size. That's it. So the next method will be is empty. So is empty nothing but, suppose if your list is empty, obviously your queue also will be empty, right? So I'm using is empty method of my list. I'm simply return the value of is empty method here. That's it. So using this is empty check, now I can implement the validation which we have already done in the queue implementation. Suppose if my queue is empty, obviously there is no data in that time, so you have to inform the user the queue is empty, and as well as you just break the operation, right? So that I'm just implementing that is empty check here. That's it. So the final method remaining will be the rear method, right? So rear method nothing but the last element of your queue. So nothing but the last element of your list. So using get method, we can get the specific index data, right? So now we have a size method. So size of -1 will be your last element of your doubly linked list, right? So using that, I'm just implementing that rear logic here. That's it. So now we have implemented all the functionality which we declare in this class. Let we check those functionality in our main method. For verifying this functionality, first I am just creating one object for my class. So queue using DLL, here the reference will be queue. So using new operators, I am simply initialize my queue using DLL class. Now I am going to verify the enqueue method. So as of now, I am just insert 3 data to my queue. The first data will be 10, afterwards 20, afterwards 30. So if our implementation works fine, then the output should like 10 enqueued into queue, 20 enqueued into queue, 30 enqueued into queue. Likewise, the output should comes. Let me check the output. So for that, I am simply run my function here. That's it. So let me check the output in the console. Yeah, 10, 20, 30 exactly. Now I'm going to display this queue value in an array notation. For that purpose, I'm simply override the toString method which we have done in doubly linked list array list so far. So I'm simply written in this toString method. Here we store the data in the list, right? So I'm simply written the list.toString value from this method here. So now I can able to see the value like as a array notation. Suppose if you are inserting sysout.println queue means the array notation data will be displayed in the console. Yeah, exactly look like as a array format. So first data will be 10, the next data will be 20, and last data will be 30. So it will display as a array format. Now I am going to checking the dequeue functionality. For performing dequeue functionality, so what will happen, the first element will be removed from your queue. So obviously the 10 should remove from your queue. So let me check the implementation. Yeah, the 10 will be removed from your queue. Right now the data will be 20 and 30, right? Let I'm going to verify the method front and rear method. So the front element is using the method which we have created, queue.frontOf. So it will return the first element of your queue. Obviously in your queue the first element will be right now 20 and the last element will be 30, right? So the data like 20 and 30 respectively. Exactly, first element will be 20 and last element will be 30, right? Now I'm going to verify the method size of. So size of means as of now our queue has 2 data, so the size should be 2. Let me check the size of functionality. So queue dot size of, so it will return the value 2. Let me check. Yeah, exactly the size will be 2. Suppose if I am removing all the data from my queue, so what will happen, the size should be 0. Okay, let me check the size value. So before checking the size value, let I'm checking the functionality is empty check. So right now my queue has some data, so the is empty will be false. Exactly, it works fine as we expected. Now I'm going to dequeue the data from my queue. So for that purpose I'm simply dequeue those 2 elements from my queue. So using dequeue method, first if I'm performing dequeue means 20 will be removed from my queue, afterwards 30 also will be removed from. Right now that there is no data in my queue, the size will be 0 and is empty will be true. Exactly, it works as was expected. For verifying purpose, I'm simply put the queue data in the sysub, so it will display as a empty array. Exactly, it works. So that's all about the queue implementation using doubly linked list.